Disclaimer: this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice. We are not registered financial advisors. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, your number one source for income-oriented investing, where we don't ignore total return. Just wanted to make a quick one on this glorious Friday because we've had some amazing distribution increases. Well, not super amazing. They're pretty small, some of them bigger than others. But either way, it's a time to celebrate whenever we have distribution increases, because I think a lot of these will be, here to stay. So for one, let's look at a couple here. And maybe I missed a few, but HYLD and HDIV have both increased. So HYLD is going from 15.3 cents to 15.5 cents, a small increase there, which is always good news. When I look at HYLD and when they increase the distributions, I always look at SMAX and QMAX, by far the biggest positions. And it's no surprise that SMAX, which is actually doing really well, by the way, just do SMAX versus S&P 500. You see that's doing amazing. Had a nice jump from 18.3 to 19 cents. Even QMAX had a nice jump from 19.6 to 21. So tech stocks have picked up lately. So as NAVs go up significantly, distributions can go up significantly as well. So that's good news for HYLD, Hamilton's first US all-in-one. Absolutely love HYLD. We all do. HDIV as well. HDIV is like the first edition Charizard of like Pokemon collection. It's just an aristocrat. It's a legend. So yeah, funny analysis there, or comparison. But anyway, some of you will appreciate that and know exactly what I'm talking about. Some of you will think I'm crazy. But anyway, 18.3 cents to 18.5 cents. So small distribution there. Remember that HDIV does have HFIN and HUTs, which are completely growth oriented with no covered call. So obviously this one's going to have a little bit less yield because there's growth and covered call mixed in here. And that's just the genius behind this fund, in my personal opinion here. To pair HMAX with HFIN, to pair HUTs with UMAX. UMAX and HMAX are fairly aggressive when it comes to covered calls, at the money on 50% no leverage. So just to pair HUTs with it, with UMAX, and HFIN with HMAX really helps with those total returns. But yeah, fantastic news for HDIV. If you own it, little distribution increase. Even QDAY, so I own a pretty sizable position in QDAY, and it's no surprise the NASDAQ's done really well. They're only doing the calls on the NASDAQ here, so if the NASDAQ goes up significantly, it's no surprise that they're going to increase the distribution a little bit. So expect varying distributions with QDAY, everyone. Same thing with CDAY and SDAY. CDAY also had a nice jump in distribution because Canadian stocks are doing really well. So HHIC, the all-in-one, the Canadian HHIS, if you will. I was surprised at this because it recently went from 16 cents to 18 cents. Now it's going from 18 cents to 20 cents. Pretty good stuff here for Harvest, HHIC. And of course, the two single stocks that have increased their distributions, no surprise, stocks that are doing really well. Energy stocks, Suncor and Canadian Natural. Even ECHI or ECHI had a small bump in distribution. Finally, 15, very small, but still something, 15 to 15.5 cents. It's not updated here yet, but if you look at the press release, it's there. So I own ECHI. That's my concentrated Canada, if you will. So a little bump there. And you can see that they updated their site. They did add a little bit of Constellation, Celestica, and Kinross. I'm assuming with time, or probably with the next update, the percentages are going to be a little bit bigger and kind of round out to make this a little bit more equal weight. But it's not really equal weight to begin with. But either way, small distribution increase here. For Brompton, no news as far as I saw. Class A holding steady at 18 cents. Class A has been just kicking ass lately, doing really well. I guess that's what happens when you have a lot of leverage on really high quality stocks, right? So it's staying at 18 cents, which is absolutely phenomenal. So still in that 15% yield range. Remember, Class A actually has an approximate target distribution of 15%. So now it's a little bit under that. So If it keeps growing, if it goes to 16 NAV, I'm assuming they'll probably increase it a little bit, but could expect always a 15% typically yield target for Class A. I own Class A, I really like it. Just the smartest and easiest way to own split fund, guys. Even Global X had some increases. So ENCL, no surprise, just a small one, 26 cents to 26 and a half. And these ones really didn't surprise me. GLCC and GLCL, the gold producers, jumped significantly. So GLCC to 52 and a half cents from 48 cents. And GLCL was pretty big increase. It's going to 44 cents from 38 cents. So the yield on GLCL went up to about 12.13, right? So if we do, what was it, 44, right, guys? Yeah, 44. So if we do 44 times 12 divided by the approximate current NAV, let's just say $38 times 100. So GLCL, the yield is actually quite attractive right now, 13.89. So there's been, gold has gone through the roof, which means gold producers go up even more. There is some volatility in gold, which is rare. Let's just check now. I think options. Let's look at gold GLD. So 23. So that's typically very elevated volatility for something boring like gold. That means gold producers, it's even more than 23. So right now gold actually has more volatility than the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ 100. You see here the S&P is about 16, the Q's NASDAQ 100 is about 21, so 23, pretty high volatility on gold. So it doesn't surprise me that the gold producers increased as well. I think QQCL stayed the same. USCL, a small 0.5 distribution reduction. You could always expect tiny fluctuations with USCL and QQCL. I'm not sure why they decreased. Maybe it could be something temporary. Maybe next month they'll go back to normal. I got some comments about that. So that's for USCL. But there you have it, everyone. Just wanted to make a quick update for me. Just these increases alone on HYLD, HDIV, QDAY, ECHI. For me, that translated to about almost $400 a month increase, which is fantastic. The majority coming from QDAY because I have about 300K worth. So yeah, just wanted to make a quick video to keep you guys updated in case you missed these announcements. Let me know how my audio is, by the way. Just got a new mic here. Let me know if my voice is okay. And take care, everyone. I hope you have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay passive, stay honorable, and see you next time. And by the way, there's going to be a really cool video on Sunday. You don't want to miss it. PII Pioneers podcast number 4 with Perry, with Gary Gill, with Candice, and of course with Jordan, my protege. And some really, really nice conversations there about PII, psychology, mindset, what we feel are some of the top new funds. So great conversation. You don't want to miss Sunday's video, guys. Have a great weekend.